Wait a second, before you spend your coins, take a closer look. Today we are going to examine 4 Australian 20-cent coins, but only one of them might attract more collector attention than the others. The question for today is simple: which one is the rare coin? Many people think coins are just everyday money, but collectors know that sometimes small details like mint quality, historical year, or condition can make a coin much more interesting. In this video we will look at 4 different coins: the 1967 Australian 20 cent, the 1980 Australian 20 cent, the 1966 Australian 20 cent, and the 1978 Australian 20 cent. Each of these coins has its own history, design details, and collector interest, but the challenge for you is to watch carefully and try to guess which one collectors usually pay more attention to. So stay until the end of the video and comment your guess. Which one is the rare coin? Let's start with the 1967 Australian 20 cent coin. This coin features one of the most recognizable designs in Australian coinage, the famous platypus on the reverse side. The platypus design has been used on Australian 20-cent coins since the introduction of the decimal currency system. The year 1967 was part of the early years of Australia's decimal coin system, which replaced the old currency structure in 1966. Because of this transition period, many coins were produced for circulation, and the 1967 coin became widely used across the country. Collectors usually check several details when looking at this coin. They examine the sharpness of the platypus design, the edge quality, and the overall surface condition. If the coin has minimal wear and the design details are still strong, collectors may consider it more desirable. Some collectors also inspect coins for unusual minting characteristics like die cracks or strike marks, which can sometimes make a coin more interesting. But the big question remains: is this the rare coin, or is the real surprise still coming? Now let's look at the 1980 Australian 20-cent coin. At first glance, it looks very similar to other coins in the series because it still features the same platypus design that represents Australian wildlife. However, collectors often focus on the condition and preservation of coins from this period. Many 1980 coins circulated heavily for years, meaning coins with extremely sharp details and minimal wear are harder to find today. That's why collectors sometimes look carefully at coins from this year to see if they are in high-grade condition. They check the smoothness of the fields, the clarity of the design, and whether the coin shows any unusual minting marks. A coin that has been preserved very well may attract more attention from collectors compared to coins that show heavy circulation wear. But again, we must ask the same question: is the 1980 coin the rare one, or should we keep looking? Next we have the 1966 Australian 20-cent coin. This coin is historically important because 1966 was the very first year Australia introduced its decimal currency system. Before 1966, Australia used a completely different currency structure. The transition to decimal coins marked a major change in the country's financial history. Because of this, many collectors are interested in coins from the very first year of the new system. The 1966 20-cent coin also carries the classic platypus design, which quickly became one of the most recognizable coin designs in Australia. Collectors often examine coins from this year carefully, especially looking for strong design details and well-preserved surfaces. Coins that remain in excellent condition after decades of circulation can sometimes be particularly appealing to collectors. So now we have another strong candidate. But is the 1966 coin the rare one, or do we still have one more surprise left? Now let's examine the 1978 Australian 20-cent coin. Like the other coins in this series, it features the iconic platypus design that has become a symbol of Australian coinage. Coins from the late 1970s circulated widely, which means many of them show signs of wear from everyday use. Because of this, collectors often pay close attention to coins that still have clear design details and smooth surfaces. Sometimes collectors also look for unusual strike patterns or small minting variations that make a coin slightly different from others. Even small differences can make coin collecting more exciting because every coin has its own story. But the suspense continues. Is this the coin collectors are searching for, or is the answer somewhere else? So now it's time to answer the big question: which one is the rare coin? The truth is that most of these coins were produced for everyday circulation. However, among collectors, the 1966 Australian 20-cent coin often receives more attention because it represents the very first year of Australia's decimal currency system. Historical significance can sometimes make a coin more interesting to collectors. But remember, in the world of coin collecting, rarity and value are influenced by many factors including condition, preservation, grading, and collector demand. That's why even common coins can sometimes become very interesting if they are found in exceptional condition. Now it's your turn. Did you guess the right coin? Comment below and tell us which coin you thought was the rare one. And if you enjoy learning about coins, hidden details, and collector insights, make sure to follow the channel for more fascinating coin stories.